Okay, so what's going on? What is going on? What's really going on? About my day in a lot of different ways. So to start off with, this previous weekend, I was a vendor at the Natal Grange. I made several videos about it. So I set up my clay. I did a DIY paint your own ornament booth, and it was there weren't enough people there to get an honest opinion about the response that I got. But actually I did. Based on the limited foot traffic that was available, it was just a really gorgeous, beautiful day. Everybody, it was like the last weekend of kind of a summer kind of vibe thing going on in this fall atmosphere, and all the pumpkin patches have popped up, and the weather was gorgeous. So I cannot understand why there was a limited foot traffic, to be honest with you. But I did, my target audience was children, obviously, based on the ornaments that I have made and the activity. Anyway, so, and the literature and the promotional stuff I put up, all geared towards younger audience. And I like that. I did get some customers and clients, little artists, and I probably had the coolest booth there as far as interacting goes. But I loved, appreciated, respected a lot of the artists that were set up with their stuff. And so I made this video, walked around and talked about all the stuff. And an opportunity came out of that. Several opportunities came out of that. Opportunity to be kind, help a few people, help educate, share, teach some people how to do this YouTube videos and how to operate media. I'm no guru, I'm no master, but these beautiful artists that don't work as fluid in that world need assistance, and I feel like they've got it. They just need a little direction. So, I met a couple of ladies I'm going to help set up, and then I met a couple of ladies that approached me and asked me, good morning. I don't know who's joining me, but good morning. I'm just going over a recap of the weekend, and I just got into the part to where I'm talking about some opportunities that have approached me. So, one lady, after I made my video about walking around and talking about what was available and just going on at the Grange, she asked me if I would be her rep on this thing called Whatnot. It's a Esmeralda. Okay, good morning, you guys. Hello. And so, as I was walking around and describing the products, she caught me talking and thought, wow, you'd be great. So she approached me and said, would you help me on my live auction platform selling these garments that I have? She has all these like high end fashion clothes and some activewear and things of that nature. So she's got like gorgeous like ball gowns, sportswear. Apparently, she got a pallet, which could mean a lot, but yep. Look on her husband's face. It's a lot of stuff. So she has all these clothings and stuff, but she doesn't feel comfortable being on the camera and felt like my energy would be engaging. So I said, yeah, I would love to try and help you sell your stuff. So I've never even heard of Whatnot. Um, I've never seen this app, but I checked into it and it's huge. There's this huge platform. There's a ton of people on there and they're bidding on things and they're winning. And there's also buy it now. You can post listings and sell it like eBay. But it's basically like eBay but live. So I'll be describing and talking about and presenting garments and things that are for sale. And then some of the other artists heard her talking and having a conversation and then said, hey, would you be interested in repping my stuff? And I thought, this is so cool. So it's kind of like QVC, a late night shopping thing kind of came into my head. My father is being asked a question. My father was from Surat, just outside of, at that time, Bombay, but Mumbai. Surat, which is a Gujarati state. And he came over to America and he met my mother who had immigrated and came over from Ireland. They met in Tennessee at the university and had babies. So I was born in Kentucky, but I am the firstborn generation. So thank you for that question, and I appreciate you engaging with me. So some of the other artists asked me if I would represent their product. And one of the ladies that does that makes these things that the cards. And oh, thank you. My husband got it for me, my a hoodie as a present. I had one that I made for, and I wore it for like 30 years, and it was just like threadbare. And then he saw one just like it, and he got it for me. And so it's like a big husband hug. Uh, so yeah, this lady, the craft that also wanted me to rep her products. These are just a few of the things. So I bartered with her. She's a super groovy lady. Okay, here's her business. So the first lady that I'm going to be representing clothes for is Victoria's Resale. That is camera reverse image. Apologize for that. The other lady that I'm going to be representing products for is Scrapbook Sage, and she makes junk journals, cards, things of that nature. Also is something I've never been a part of and familiar with. So junk journals, very real. Very, I was called to this. She let me pick one of whichever one I wanted. And there's a lot of love. I sat and watched her put these together for 2 days at the event, and she puts a lot of care and thought and love into each one. They have themes, and they have tones, and they have textures. They're aesthetic and tactile. I really dig these. So, and I like the art and the tones, the colors of all these things. I'm going to sell all those products. I'm going to do that on Whatnot. And I'm going to teach a couple of ladies how to do social media in a couple of ways. Now, on a personal note, boo, I got to go to the oncologist today. This morning, I talked to my dietary lady, ba, 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 and she said I was doing a good job with my my name is Melina. Oh, gotcha. That's your gotcha. Good morning, Melina. That's your mama's name in the camp. I understand. Good morning. As reading comments, you guys. So I am going to talk to my dietary person. I'm gonna do that. She was happy with my diet and the choices I'm making. Blah blah blah. Not a big deal. And then the other appointment I have is today later on at 1:50 p.m. And that is to meet with my oncologist. Well, a couple weeks ago, I had every kind of contrast imaging that you can have. I had I had a brain scan, I had a bone density, bone imaging, a couple of different types of nuclear contrast imaging, a couple of different CAT scans, one with imaging, contrast dye, one without. So they really took a look at everything. The only imaging I didn't do is have my blood clot ultrasounds. I don't know if that was included in some of the stuff that was done or if that's something that's going to have. So I'll find out about the blood clots. I met with my primary care physician, and she said that I have a new, like a tumor lump, something, something in my. My husband read the report online, and it seems like it was in my lungs, possibly. And so it seems like there's a new lump, new little nodule, and then there's one that shrank. So one shrank. I heard about that first, and I was like, I apologize. Let me clear my throat. So, so I heard about the one that shrank first. She said, "Oh, you got one that shrank minuscule, tiny bit," and I thought, "Oh, cool, the medicine's working. The chemo pills that I take." And then she said, "Now here's a new one, and there's another one, and it's a hair bigger." So I was like, "Oh, maybe the medicine's not working." So I don't know. I'm going to talk to my oncologist today. I am going to also find out about prognosis, ETA, time frame. How long am I going to be here? So when I first started on these pills and I was diagnosed as stage 4, they said you've got like 5 years that we hope to get out of this medicine as an optimistic thing. It's like, okay, that was a year and a half ago at this point. So that means, was that a real thing? I wasn't overly impressed with the doctor I had at the time, and I don't feel confident exactly. But some of these things are blanket, and all of them know. Good or bad doctor is irrelevant. There's just like some industry standards. So I don't know where that falls. So today I've acquired with primary care physician who is superior. I appreciate her. She's a super caring, loving doctor. And so we assessed all my questions and things, and she helped me structure them to where I can approach my oncologist and have a better dialogue and more communication. So that's today at 1:50 Pacific Standard Time. So that's what's going on with me and all the different opportunities that have words. Where you at? Opportunities that came from the weekend. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to be a lot. I talk right, so and they offered very generous commissions and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna try it. It gives me a project, something to do, an opportunity, and based off of the sales and the effort that I had with my ornaments, I think it's a hobby, and that's cool. It doesn't have to be more. It's art therapy, and that's good for you. It's good for me. Art therapy is good for you, and it's good for me. So I got to do that. I've got a couple of people that are being very kind to me and helping me. My RV motorhome has the ugliest drapes. Well, I'm not set up to sew or don't have excess money and things of that nature. So I've just been going with what we have. Ugly. That's our little Starlink. But yeah, so these curtains are treacherous. They're like 1982 coral pink. Came with the motorhome. This motorhome's not that old, but I think might have recycled the curtains from then. But so she's making me some new drapes, and I'm super excited about that. Another lady, because I posted on the local next door app that I was looking for some work for my husband, and I had some ornaments for sale. And then some people said, well, what are you trying to do? And I was like, well, these are the things I'm trying to accomplish. And I had a couple of donations. And so that was super cool. And then Brian got a couple of side jobs lined up. Super cool. So it was very productive. I made some interactions. I had some really cool social interactions. And that's better than all the other stuff combined, honestly. I appreciate the handful of people that I have. I have was gifted a mother-in-law. Yeah, I'm a stepmom, mother-in-law, Nancy, Mama Nancy. Um, gift, uh, beautiful, fair, intelligent, brilliant friend. So many of them, but in person that I have in daily, I have Debbie, and now, oh yeah, some new people and very kind, beautiful, amazing souls. Um, pardon me, I'm sorry. Beautiful women, kind, and I appreciate them. So sometimes I have stimulation overload, and I was just thinking about the kind, beautiful love that I get from these people and the medication that I'm on. Things hit me heavy, and so I don't have the fair. I'm grateful. These are tears of joy and love, but I don't have the ability to process it and communicate as much as I would like to. I love y'all so much. So, get it together, girl. Get it together. Okay, yeah. Don't be a weirdo. What are you doing? Suck it up, chick. Let's get focused. So I gotta take a shower and see just things. Uh so yeah, I gotta take a shower and brush my teeth and wash my face. I want to smell good for my oncologist, and I need to eat some food. I took my pills on an empty belly, but I wasn't taking chemo pills, so I didn't worry about it. But I need to eat. I'm feeling puny and emotional, and that's a red flag that I need to. I have not had anything to eat except coffee today, so I need to focus on that. I did pick this plum out a week ago, and I've been watching it every day and thinking about it, and it's almost rolled off the table, driving around 4 or 5 times, and I keep thinking today and tomorrow. Oh, husband Bernito just woke up. You want to say good morning? I'm live, brah. I don't think anyone. I think it's like your mom and dad. I'm not real sure what's going on here.
Yo, good morning. Heavy D. No.
You're literally live.
I'm live.
There's no editing this. It just exists now. Those are people.
Hi, peoples. Good morning.
That's our day. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get some food in my belly. I think he heard me talking about that, and that is why he wandered in. He fixes me breakfast every day. He's super kind and sweet. And then yesterday, when I was working, he showed up with a bowl of stew. He made homemade beef stew, but put Indian curry in it, so it tasted just like my favorite childhood dish that my father used to make. We called it juicy potatoes. That's what he called it. But I described it in the flavor palette. And so he was able to piece together from my description what my dad used to make as my favorite dish. Kenny nailed it. I tell y'all what, ladies, marry well. That's my advice. So, peace and love, and grizzly bears. I need to see some more grizzly bears so that that seems more relevant. My grandson loves Chinese food, dude. Grandma, yeah, I love Grandma. Miranda, Jai Sri Ram. Oh, I don't know what you said, but thank you. And I got to sign off and eat.